That faint scratching sound behind your wall at 2 a.m. The droppings you found in a kitchen drawer you thought were sealed. The fear that no matter what you do, they keep coming back. What if the biggest reason rats keep coming back to your house isn't food, and it isn't garbage? It's a smell you're not even aware of. Most homeowners are doing something every single day that practically rolls out the welcome mat for rodents. The wildest part? Some of the same smells that attract them are sitting right next to the smells that would send them running. Today we're counting down 12 natural scents that rats and mice genuinely cannot stand, according to pest control experts and wildlife researchers. Number 1 is the one almost nobody uses correctly, and it's backed by actual laboratory research on rodent behavior. Stick around because one mistake on this list is probably the exact reason your last repellent attempt failed. Let's start at 12. The 12 smells that make rats and mice run away. 12. Cinnamon. Cinnamon smells warm and cozy to us. To a mouse, it's overwhelming. Rodents rely heavily on their sense of smell to find food and navigate in the dark, and strong spice oils interfere with that system. Pest control professionals often recommend cinnamon sticks or cinnamon essential oil near entry points as a mild deterrent. Here's how to use it. Soak cotton balls in cinnamon oil and tuck them near cracks, vents, or cabinet corners. The mistake most people make is using ground cinnamon powder, which loses its scent strength within a day or two. Oil-soaked cotton lasts far longer. Refresh it every 3 to 4 days for the best results. 11. Peppermint oil. This is probably the most talked about rodent repellent online, and for good reason. Rats have scent receptors far more sensitive than ours, and the intensity of peppermint essentially overwhelms their ability to smell food or detect danger, which makes them avoid the area entirely. Dab peppermint oil onto cotton balls and place them along baseboards, in attics, or near pipe entry points. The number 1 mistake? Using diluted peppermint spray from a scented candle aisle. You need pure, concentrated peppermint essential oil, not a synthetic fragrance. Full strength is what actually disrupts their senses. Things get more interesting from here, because the next few items are ones almost nobody talks about. 10. Ammonia. Ammonia mimics the scent of predator urine, which triggers a rodent's built-in survival instinct to flee. Wildlife researchers have long noted that rodents avoid areas with strong predator-associated odors because, in nature, that smell means danger is close by. Soak rags in ammonia and place them near suspected nesting sites, never near food prep areas. Here's the safety warning. Never mix ammonia with bleach. That combination creates toxic fumes that are dangerous for humans and pets. Use it in a well-ventilated space only. 9. Clove oil. Clove has a sharp, almost medicinal smell that rodents find intolerable in concentrated form. It works similarly to peppermint by overstimulating their nasal receptors. Mix clove oil with water in a small spray bottle and apply it around baseboards weekly. People often make the mistake of spraying once and expecting permanent results. Rodent repellents made from natural oils evaporate, so consistency matters far more than intensity. 8. Mothballs, naphthalene. This one comes with a big warning label. Mothballs do repel rodents because naphthalene is genuinely toxic to their respiratory systems in high concentrations. But that same toxicity is a health hazard for children and pets if used indoors in living spaces. If you use mothballs, keep them exclusively in sealed attics, crawl spaces, or storage areas with no direct airflow into your home. Never place them in kitchens or near food storage. This is one of the few methods here I'd recommend using with real caution. Don't skip the next one, because it's one of the most effective natural repellents on this entire list, and almost nobody knows why it works. 7. Predator scent, cat litter or fox urine. It's evolved over millions of years to detect predator scent as an instant survival warning. Wildlife biologists have documented that even the smell of a predator, without the predator actually being present, is enough to make rodents abandon a territory. Used cat litter placed near entry points or commercially available fox urine granules sold at garden stores can create that same warning signal. The mistake here is using fresh, unused litter. It has to carry actual scent markers to trigger the response. 6. Vinegar. White vinegar has a sharp, acidic smell that irritates a rodent's sensitive nose. It's not as strong as ammonia, but it's safer to use throughout the home, including kitchens. Mix equal parts vinegar and water, then wipe down counters, cabinets, and floor edges. This also happens to eliminate the scent trails rodents leave behind for other rodents to follow, which is a hidden bonus most people don't realize. If you're finding these tips helpful, take a second to subscribe because we post science-backed home and pest control guides every single week. 5. Garlic. Garlic's sulfur compounds create an intense smell that overwhelms a rodent's nose almost instantly. Pest control experts frequently recommend it as a food-safe alternative to chemical repellents. Crush fresh garlic cloves and place them near suspected entry points, or mix garlic powder with water for a spray. The common mistake is using garlic salt instead of real garlic, which barely has any scent impact at all. 4. Onions. Similar to garlic, onions release strong sulfur compounds when cut. Some pest control guides note this can attract rodents looking for food if left out too long, so timing matters here more than with any other item on this list. Place freshly cut onion near entry points, but replace it every 24 hours before it starts to rot and attracts insects instead of repelling rodents. This is one of those methods where doing it wrong can actually backfire. However, the biggest surprises are still ahead. 3. Dryer sheets. This sounds almost too simple to work, but the strong synthetic fragrance in dryer sheets genuinely irritates rodent noses. Many pest control technicians report using stuffed dryer sheets in wall gaps and vents as a quick, low-cost barrier. Stuff them tightly into any gap larger than 1/4 of an inch, since that's roughly the size a mouse can squeeze through. The mistake people make is using unscented dryer sheets, which have almost no repellent effect at all. 2. Eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus has an intensely sharp, menthol-like smell that overwhelms rodent scent receptors even more aggressively than peppermint for some individuals. Certain veterinary and pest management sources note it as one of the more potent essential oil deterrents available. Combine eucalyptus oil with water in a spray bottle and apply it around your home's perimeter, focusing on any visible gaps in your foundation. Reapply every few days since oil-based scents fade faster in humid conditions. And now, the one almost nobody gets right. 1. Peppermint and clove combined, with sealing entry points. Here's the surprising truth. No single smell on this list works as a long-term solution by itself. Pest researchers consistently find that scent deterrents only reduce rodent activity temporarily unless they're paired with physical prevention, meaning sealing cracks, gaps, and holes with steel wool or caulk. The reason peppermint and clove combined at the top of this list work best is that layering scents creates a broader barrier that's harder for a rodent's nose to adapt to over time. But the real secret, the one almost everyone misses, is that scent repellents are meant to buy you time to seal your home properly, not replace that step entirely. So here's how it all comes together. Cinnamon and clove for a light daily deterrent. Peppermint and eucalyptus for stronger entry points. Ammonia or predator scent for isolated areas like attics and crawl spaces, always with proper ventilation. And dryer sheets as a fast fix for small gaps while you handle permanent sealing. Combining 2 or 3 of these methods works significantly better than relying on just one, because rodents can eventually adjust to a single repeated scent. Rotating between 2 or 3 keeps them consistently uncomfortable. Have you tried any of these before? Did they actually work for you? Or did the rats find a way around them anyway? If this helps you take one step closer to a rodent-free home, hit like, subscribe for more science-backed pest control guides, and check out our video on the 5 entry points every rodent uses to get inside, because sealing those is the piece most people skip entirely.